gun down this instant. What, are you out of your mind? You're dragging a sick man out of his hospital bed?
This doesn't concern you.
I beg to differ with
Please,
you.
Felicia, they all right? Please don't involve yourself
I'm
with
already
this.
involved.
Are you familiar with obstruction of justice?
Oh, well, I'm certainly more familiar with it than either one of you.
We are just doing our job.
Oh, boy, how many times have I heard that? You know how many crimes have been perpetrated on this country because people were just doing their jobs? You guys need to find another way to make a buck.
Sergei Radzinsky is an illegal alien who has been actively avoiding capture. We have orders to take him into custody until he can be legally deported.
You know what? Maybe you just don't understand me. Is that it? You work for the government. And as far as I can tell, that means you work for me. I'm a taxpayer. So if you touch him one more time, you will do it over my dead body.
How's it going for you?
Good news and bad. Unfortunately, they're one and the same.
Let me have it.
There's at least a dozen different precedents here. So if you take half and I take half...
And we work all through the night. We still wouldn't be prepared in time to go to trial tomorrow. I wish you were going to be in court with me.
Yes, but for obvious reasons, we can't do that, so...
Yes, right. I'm holding this only shot at beating a murder charge, and I've got 24 stinking hours to prepare. Forget it. No, I can't forget it. There's no way that I can let Paulina do hard time for what amounts to an act of charity.
She's not going to prison because we're not going to let her.
If Walker would just entertain the idea of a continuance.
But you can do this. I don't want to hear you doubting yourself.
Hey, I have no doubts at all if we went in there next week with another judge on the bench, one who preferably wasn't a golf buddy of the deceased. But right now, I hate to say it, but I don't even know where to begin.
I have an idea.
Yeah? What's that?
Stop.
Where she is the cutest baby when she just off to sleep like
When
that.
her face scrunches up like that, she's fighting sleep. So, and then...
And then, boom, she
Ow.
gets the sweetest, most peaceful little look
Yeah,
upon her
well,
face.
she's beautiful.
Of course she is. She takes after her mother.
Now, if I had said that, you'd accuse me of flirting. You know what I was thinking? Well, you're probably off to plan the big day with Cass, right?
No, actually, he's got his hands full tonight.
Oh, yeah. Paulina's trial begins tomorrow, huh?
Yes, supposedly he's going to be working all night long. And I really don't want to think about it. What were you going to say?
Pictures. Baby pictures. I think, you know, she's changing and growing so much. It's about time we get some professional baby pictures done.
Oh.
Even out the rough spots in your rather handsome man, Mr. Stark. Now, who do you remind me of?
Oh, Matt, I would just love that. Do you know a photographer? Well, you know what we should do? We should get this cute little
Guys,
dress that I saw them on.
guys, look what I've done. Still say there's nothing left? Doesn't feel that way to me. I heard you tell David that you were stepping out of my life for my own good. And that you just wanted me to be safe and happy.
You were there in this hotel room?
That's when I realized that you couldn't possibly be working for Jordan Stark, and you couldn't be against me and my family.
Work for Jordan Stark? What are you talking about?
And I
Who
went
said
to
that?
Lumina. I overheard Jordan talking to you on the phone, or at least he made me think it was you.
What? Are you kidding?
He was saying that the money would get to you, and as long as you kept watching me, that you would keep getting paid.
That never happened.
I know. I want to believe that. I also realized that Jordan Stark can make people hear things and see things.
Amanda, I would never work with Jordan Stark against you and your family. You have to know that.
I don't know what I know anymore. I feel totally out of control. I mean, there's times when I don't even recognize myself. I'm scared, Cameron.
I'm not gonna let anything happen to you.
Cameron Sinclair. Well, why am I not surprised? You say one thing, do another, honest fellow.
Guess that makes two of us.
David, it's okay. He's not working with Jordan Stark. I was wrong.
That's what he wants you to believe. How many times did he tell you the baby wasn't his? I lost count. He was quite convincing then, too, wasn't he?
You know that I wouldn't ally myself with Jordan Stark. Now, Amanda's in danger, but it's not from me.
I'm not taking any chances with her safety, so I'll have to ask you to leave now.
I'm not going anywhere.
Fine. Good. Stay. Come, Amanda.
David, I already told you I don't take orders from you or anyone.
I'm sorry. I never intended to. It's just that I wanted to remind you of something very important you told me once. Tout est possible.
Tout est possible.
Do you remember? It had a very special meaning.
Amanda, what's wrong?
Come on, Amanda. Let me take you inside.
Stop. I feel like I'm being torn in two. What is happening to me?
Your solution to a difficult situation is to stop? I don't get you. First you're telling me I can do this, and then you're telling me that to throw in the towel. Well, I'm sorry, but that's not a viable option. Joe and Paulina are dear friends, they're good and decent people, and they deserve the best possible defense I can give them. Maybe where you come from, surrender is a viable alternative, but
Will you
believe me...
stop? Oh, take a breath. Do you mind? Could you explain to me what I meant by stop? I meant for an hour. Collect your thoughts. Take a break.
And do what?
I don't know. But now that you've lambasted me as being a quitter, maybe you can go for broke. You know, rake me over the coals for my bad eating habits. Ooh, better still, my poor taste in men. That's a really good one.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean
No, come on. Let's go for a walk and get some air. You can apologize to me over coffee, and then after we win this case, we can talk about you giving me a raise for putting up with you. No!
Winthrop and Montgomery.
Cass, listen, I need a lawyer like you wouldn't believe right now.
Honey, I'm up to my eyeballs with Paulina's trial tomorrow.
You're wasting valuable time, miss.
Can't you see I'm on the phone?
Who's there with you?
The men in black. Now, Cass, listen, focus, okay? I know how busy you are with this trial, and I would never have called to ask you this, but I need to use a friendship point. Honey, I really, really need my friend right now. Please, please don't say no to me.
All right, where are you?
Hospital. Room 112. Hurry up, okay?
What was that?
I have to get over to the hospital.
Is everything all right?
Knowing Felicia, not a chance in hell.
Well, wait, I'm going with you.
Let's go.
Guys, you've met Stark. You know what he looks like.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a face I'd like to forget.
Well, have you ever stopped to wonder what he would look like if he wasn't deformed?
Now that you mention it, no. I think his face is a mirror to his soul.
What soul? I mean, why do you ask?
Because I've been working on the sculpture I'm doing of him, and I sort of removed the lumps and the bumps, and I'd like a second opinion.
Oh, well, I guess she wasn't as asleep as I thought she was.
Oh, well.
I'm gonna go check on her.
I'll go with you. Be right back.
Who are you really, Mr. Stark? I believe just possibly you're going to answer that question for us very soon.
Can't you see how upset you're making her?
No, I don't see that.
You know, funny, it's just a few hours ago you came to see me, swearing she'd be better off without you, promising to keep out of her life, and yet here you are. Just what kind of a game are you up to?
You're the one who's playing games. She was at your hotel room the entire time. Why didn't you say that?
I thought it best to avoid yet another confrontation in front of her. They always upset her.
Stop talking about me as if I'm not here.
That's the problem, Amanda. Half the time you act like you're not here. What is it that you want?
Don't talk to her like that. You don't have to take this, Amanda.
No, she doesn't. Yell at me. Tell me exactly what you want.
Sinclair, you're going too far.
No, the Amanda I know would stand up for herself. So I need you to choose. If you want me to leave, I will go. Just say it. All you have to do is say it.
Come on, tell him, Amanda. Tell him. Tell him what you want.
Stop it, both of you! Stop doing this to me. Are you all right? Can I get you anything at all?
Miss, please.
If you have something further you want to say to me, I think you should wait for my lawyer. He'll be here at any moment.
Terrific. Then he can have the pleasure of explaining procedure while we take our Russian friend into custody.
No, you are not moving him. He is so weak, you can't see that? He has to lie here flat. You know, there is no excuse for your behavior, none. I can't believe that neither one of you have any compassion.
Yeah. We're cruel and heartless, and the law is on our side.
Felicia, do what they say. I do not want you in a hot boiling ocean for me.
It's all right. I've been in hot water so many times, I don't even feel it anymore. You know what? I just can't believe that the two of you don't recognize me. I mean, you spend so much time, I would think, sulking around book stands and airports. You've never seen my picture on the back of one of my books? It looks just like me. Okay, fine. Let us just pretend you don't know Felicia Gallant, all right?
You write books?
Oh, yes. Yes, I do. And, you know, I've been thinking about a new story I could write. Very interesting. I should really run it by you, see what you think. It's about two robots who work for the United States government who prey on innocent, dying young immigrant artists because they don't really want to go after the bad guy. Or
Felicia,
maybe
am I dying?
I should maybe focus more on the corruption of the American dream. How about that? The foundation this country was built on that is now tainted and dishonored.
Oh, no, here we go.
Give me the tired, the poor, the hungry, the huddled masses yearning to be free, the immigrants, the homeless.
We're familiar with Lady Liberty.
Do you have any idea how important immigrants are to this country? Do you? I'll bet your forefathers came here looking for the land of peace and opportunity and a good life. You know how great this country is because of its immigrants? And you know what? This story is crying to be told, and who better to do it than Felicia Gallant? It's just a shame that my readers are going to be so shocked at its ending.
What do you mean?
Well, imagine how heartbroken they are going to be when this young, wonderful young man dies when he's under your custody.
Felicia, the doctor said so soon I am dying.
And the names will not be changed to protect the guilty, not this time. And if you don't believe me, why don't you check your local bookstore in the next few months?
We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Right now, we are taking our prisoner into custody.
Immigration, naturalization, my left eye. You two are the most unhuman people I have ever met.
Lady, face it. There's nothing you can do.
Well, would you like to make a little wager on that, gentleman? Because I haven't even gotten started. I've got it!
Hello?
Rachel, thank goodness you're home. Listen, I've got a little emergency here at the hospital.
What's going on?
You remember my friend Sarah Gay, the musician?
How could I forget? What are you doing at the hospital?
Honey, I'll fill you in with the details later, but, well, this is the story. He's here on an expired visa, and he's very sick. He needs some treatment, and some government-type guys are here trying to pull him out of his deathbed.
My what?
They want him to travel. He's not in any condition to do that. Believe me, they want to put him on a plane right now, so we have to act immediately, Rachel.
Wait, slow down. I'm not following any of this.
I know. I can't really, because they're here. They're breathing down my neck right now. Listen, honey, if I ever needed you, I need you now. This kid is really sick, Rachel, really sick. He may even need a bone marrow transplant. So, if you've got any strings you can pull, any favors you can call someone, please do it now. I wouldn't ask if it wasn't life and death.
Okay, I guess I'll call the governor. I mean, he has some contacts down in Washington, and I have some contacts on Capitol Hill, so, I'll see what I can do.
You know what? This is a crisis, and there's nobody better than you in a crisis.
As soon as we're out of the woods here, you're going to fill me in on a blow-by-blow of what's going on, all right?
Bless you. You are an angel. I'll call you later. Bye.
Oh, Jasmine's finally asleep.
Listen, guys, you've got to give me a few minutes, okay? Felicia just called you. She's got an international crisis of some sort going on, and I have to make a few phone calls down to Washington. But I'm really interested in what you think of the bust undoing of Stark. I have this feeling that it might be a clue that unravels this whole thing for us.
Be interesting. Matt. Amanda, where's Mom?
Is everything all right? She's in the library. She might be a while.
Well, we don't want to disturb her.
Let her talk to her mom if she wants.
Yes, it is, but we can wait until she's free. Amanda, why don't we go out and look at the stars? It's a wonderful, clear night. That'll help relax you.
All right.
On second thought, why don't we just stay here? If Matt says your mom's going to be in the library, just we
David,
can sit
are you
down
okay?
and relax.
Why do
hear
you
some
look like
music.
you've seen a ghost?
We do have to return to headquarters for a few minutes. Don't you get too comfortable. We'll be back.
Felicia, they're going to put me in detention center. Have you ever seen such a place?
No. Believe me, I don't intend to. You're not going with them. I have friends, good
Honey,
friends.
what's wrong? Are you sick?
Kiss. No, it's not me. It's Sergei. They want to deport him. Some agents were here. I got them to back off a little, but we need your help. You have to figure out some way to keep him from being deported to Russia.
This is your emergency?
Life or death?
I couldn't let them drag him out of his sick bed.
Well, why not? I mean, if it's not already painfully obvious what he's doing here, allow me to enlighten. He's a moocher, a liar, and a sham, and you're playing right into his hands.
You're so wrong.
You are so insane.
Dare you speak of what you do not know? You who are big, important lawyer. I know you do not speak good of me, but don't you ever speak of Felicia Gallant like this. She who has done more than
Konstantin Stanislavski is rolling over in his grave.
Sergei, you have to...
Come on, honey.
Call a doctor! Help!
Schmachter.
Help! Doctor, please!
Something I said.
You know what? Look what you've done to him! Doctor, please.
Are you all right?
For a moment there, I felt so strange. I don't know what came over me.
Well, I certainly know that feeling.
Wait a minute. Wait, it just occurred to me.
What?
If Stark is using his, I don't know, powers to waken something physically in you, that's what you said, isn't it?
Yes, but...
Then maybe that's what I felt. That's what he's trying to do to me.
Why would Stark be after you?
Well, I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm so protective of Amanda.
Well, I've been keeping an eye on Amanda, too. Nothing's happened to me.
Well, yet. I don't know. Perhaps he just doesn't think of you as much of a threat.
Listen, this whole conversation gives me the creeps. I just can't stand it. I want to hear that man's name again as long as I live. It'd be too
Relax.
soon if I didn't
It's
have to hear it.
okay. Why don't we go for a walk?
Could we?
Yeah. Cameron, could you keep an eye on Amanda?
I'll make sure she's all right. You two go ahead. Take your time.
It's no problem. I got it under control.
Why don't we go look at the stars that you mentioned?
Amanda, I'm sorry. Could I bother you for a glass of ice water? My head is just...
Oh, sure. I'm sorry. I'll be right back.
Thank you. Maybe, perhaps you could go with her. It's just safe.
This coming from a guy who wants me to stay away from her?
Fine. If you feel that way, I'll go with her.
No. I got it.
Thank you. Rachel, what am I to do with you now? Oh, no. Oh, my God, Amanda!
What? Oh, my gosh, the sculpture. What happened to you?
It's imperative Mr. Radzinski gets some rest.
Yes, of course.
If you can't give that to him,
I'll have to ask all of you to leave.
I'll make sure he's not disturbed, Doctor, I promise. Thank you. Happy, Mr. Sensitive?
Honey, I'm so sorry. I had no idea he was really
You
sick.
apologize to him.
I apologize, Sergei.
I just don't understand. You say that you are friend to Felicia, but you speak unkind. You call the names in my country. When you are friend, you speak very kind, but I don't understand. This may be different in America.
You need to rest. Okay, come on, close your eyes. Now listen to me. You need to tell me how I can keep him in the United States. The agents were here. They wanted to deport him. And I think I got them to back off for a while.
Honey, I'm not an immigration lawyer. But if Sergei's on the list, I know one thing for sure. It's going to take a hell of a lot more than some emotional speech from you to get him off.
If he doesn't have papers, then they turn a deaf ear. Even if you could find someone to marry him.
Illegal, but it can be done.
Well, it's still too late. They would require proof of prior relationship, which means, you know, photographs, vacations, documentation, and then there would be a slew of questions to determine how well the couple actually knows each other. The INS can see right through these marriages for hire.
She's very intelligent, and certainly as optimistic as you are.
Honey, you've done all you can, more than you should have. And maybe it's time to...
Don't say what I think you're about to say to me. Don't ask me to turn my back on this kid. I'm all that he has, and he's counting on me.
You asked me to be a friend, and that means being honest. Now, maybe it's going to hurt a little at first, but if you're smart, you'll listen to us.
Excuse us, dear. You know, not long ago, I gave you a piece of honest advice, and you have chosen to completely ignore me.
If you're referring to Annie, it's a completely different issue.
Oh, the hell it is. I'm not engaged to anybody, and Sergei is not a dead ringer for somebody I have never laid eyes on. So tell me exactly how you make that a parallel thing.
You know, I think I've done all I can here. Excuse me.
You know what? I think you should leave. You know why? Because I don't want you to take the last bit of life out of him. Come on, go.
Oh, I gotta get out of here.
Let's take the long way back to the office. What do you say? Maybe a nice walk by the water would be just what the doctor ordered.
Okay. Yeah, but no mention of doctors, please. I've seen enough of them for one day.
You feeling any better?
No, I don't know. I'm never going to feel better until Jordan Stark is completely out of our lives. I mean, I'm never going to feel completely safe. You know, I just wish he would go away. I keep wondering what all this would be like without wondering what he's going to take away next.
All this? What are you talking about?
Oh, you know, being a mother, being in love. I feel like I've never been able to really enjoy it for fear of Jordan Stark lurking in the background, you know? I keep second-guessing myself. Look, I just need to get on with my life, Matt. You know what I mean.
No, I'm not sure I know what you mean. I mean, I'm all for a Stark-free existence, but when you start talking about wanting to get on with your life, it sounds like you don't want to have anything to do with me.
No, that's not what I meant. I just mean, well, the divorce is final, and me being engaged to another man, we've talked about this a million times. I just don't think it's right for us to be, you know, stuck together like this.
Stuck. Together.
Oh.
No. Okay. This arrangement is no good for you. When have you ever known what's good for you?
I am so terribly sorry.
What the hell happened?
Well, I don't know what happened. I wasn't feeling well, so I came outside to get some fresh air, and I felt faint, so I reached out to steady myself, and I had my damn glasses, so I can't see anything. And then the next thing I realized was, well, look. I'm sorry. I'm really, really very sorry. Maybe there's something I can do to salvage.
No, please just let my...
Oh! Oh, God, I'm such an idiot.
It's okay, really. I don't feel that bad about it. I'm actually kind of glad that you did this. My mother was working on a bust of Jordan Stark.
Oh, no. Oh, no, she'll have my head. Look, there must be something I can do to pay her back for this.
Matthew? Lila? Hey, has anybody seen Matthew and Lila?
That's Mom now. Look, I'm sure she'll understand.
No. No. You'll have to forgive me, please. Please. I'm very sorry. I couldn't face her right now. My God, the introduction. I mean, think about it. Mom, this is David Halliday. He loves your work. I couldn't.
You're not going anywhere.
Please, my mother's been very anxious to meet you. Mom?
Just a minute.
No. Please. Another time, please. I just extend my most sincere apologies and tell her I'm prepared to make any reparations that she thinks are...
No, David, please stay.
No, I really must. I must. I'll see you later.
Here I am. What's up?
What happened? How you feeling? Huh?
Maybe I should be like your lawyer friend, lashing your tongue and scolding you for your compassion, but I'm just poor man from Ukraine. So I must tell you the truth. From first time that I see you in limousine, no. Even before this, when I read your books, in Ukraine, I feel your words. I say to myself, this Felicia Galan, she has to be the most beautiful, most generous, most kind, passionate woman in the world.
Enough. Okay? I mean, you're sick, so you can be a little maudlin. It's all right.
What is maudlin?
Oh, maudlin. It means drunk with emotion, overflowing with sentimentality.
This is every Russian that I know. This is wrong in America, to be so crowded with feeling, to speak directly from the heart.
No, it's not wrong. Not wrong at all.
The truth. Sometimes this is necessary, Felicia. And we cannot hide behind the truth.
I know.
So you must tell me. You spoke today many times of my dying. Is this what doctor told you?
I had to tell the agent something. That's all.
This is not an answer. Felicia, please. But am I going to die?
You want me to get the doctor?
No, doctor, you. Your words. Because your words could never hurt Sir Karadzic. Now you must to tell me.
There's always hope. It's serious. It's very serious.
I see.
But you know what? That's why we have to try to find a way to keep you here.
But
understand?
Please, if this cannot be done, then maybe it is better. I'm serious. And when they send me back to Russia, I will not suffer long. My suffering will be that our time together was so short that only I could be a happy man if I could spend the rest of my life with you. Felicia, I'm just a poor man. But with you, I am the richest man in all the world. And
What happened out here?
Hurricane Halliday.
David Halliday was here?
It was an accident, Mom.
Where
He wasn't
is he?
feeling well.
He took off.
He was mortified. He said that he would gladly pay for
Help me
any
up with
damage.
Look what he did. He destroyed it. And he didn't stay. He didn't stay to apologize to me face to face. Well, he's not the paragon of virtue you said he was.
I'm very, very sorry, Mom.
Did you see it? Did you see it before he destroyed it?
No, by the time we came in here, the damage was already done. Maybe Halliday saw it.
Oh, yes, he saw it. He saw it.
What are you thinking?
It is time I met David Halliday, first thing in the morning.
You're not thinking that he had some
We
sort
had
of
some
ulterior
research on
motive.
him, don't we? When he surfaced to be an investor for Brava.
Sure we do.
I want to see that file. Because David Halliday knows something that he doesn't want us to know. And we have to make it our business to find out what that is. Jordan, what happened? I expected to see Amelie with you.
I was so close. So close, and then he got in the way.
Cameron.
He decided to be noble. Made a boorish show of offering Amanda up so that she could be happy. And of course, this made her crave him all the more.
Where's she now?
You didn't leave them alone together.
I had no choice.
There is always a choice. You taught me that.
I couldn't stay without running into Rachel, and I can't risk that now. She's beginning to put the pieces of the puzzle together. She doesn't realize it yet. She's figured out my secret.
No, don't tell me that I don't know what I want. I want to marry Cass.
You used to want to marry me.
Oh, Matt,
Doesn't that
that's
prove
not
that feelings
fair.
change? I don't even know why I'm having this conversation.